welcome to another manga chapter review. I am the Rat, and this is The Rat's Nest. I'm joined as always by Kyle. Say hi, Kyle.
Hello, everyone.
One Piece chapter 1086. Can you believe this chapter just came out, Kyle?
That's so true. We've been kind of slacking on recording some stuff, so we've been catching up with some recordings, and we're at chapter 1086, the Five Elders right now. When does One Piece come back?
Well, we get the spoilers for
9
it
days.
this next Tuesday, but the chapter officially comes out Sunday, but we'll have the chapter probably Thursday.
Okay, good.
From the scanners.
So about a week away. A little less than a week.
One Piece, less than a week away. Just a week away.
Yeah, you guys peaked just a week away. Anyway,
this was
we're
a
here to
good
talk
chapter.
about this chapter. This was
there were some big reveals here, some cool reveals, that kind of thing. So let's just get into it. So we kind of see, the river is closing. The people are looking for Vivi in them, and they're like, everyone's heading home. We get to see Wapol and Vivi on board Morgan's ship, and he's like, "Oh yes, this will make me so much money," and. Then Vivi says, "This is just funny. Let me use that transponder still. I need to get in touch with my father. He's a worrywart." Wapol says, "Don't trust me. That's the last thing you want to do." Because bro saw him get smoked. And we just kind of get to see everyone leaving. They got the pictures of Vivi and Sabo kind of looking around. We get to see Bonnie looking very cute. I'm not going to lie. I won't lie to you, Kyle.
How old's she right there?
How old I don't know.
I'm joking.
How old is she, Kyle?
Questioning the Mushoku Tensei fan, anyway.
That's so true. You're like, I'm so hungry. You get to see Sabo dead, and he's still sad about Cobra. Just get over it. Here we get to see the Five Elders talking about the Sabo feller, another man who bears a checkered fate. No one has led a life more affected by the D. Interesting. So checkered fate, obviously, Sabo, he himself is not a member of the D clan, but living with Luffy and Ace, that kind of thing.
That has
checkered fate,
made his life a little more awkward. You can drag other people into the checkered fate of the Ds, regardless if they want to be involved or not.
But here we have Emu calling them, and so I will read this. So Emu says, "I wish to use Vegapunk's creation, the Mother Frame. I think maybe the scans translated it as the Mother Flame. I think that's what I remember, but the Mother Frame, that makes sense. I mean, they kind of mean two different things.
I like Mother Flame.
You still get the same idea. I think Frame is better.
You think Frame?
Well,
I prefer Flame. I prefer Mother Flame.
It's anyway. Multiple flames. I don't know. Have to see. So the elders are talking. Anyway, indeed, we will not know if it is real until it is tested. Perhaps the results of such a test might influence our handling of the egghead matter. A test on fortified land would do better than open sea." He goes, "Lucia Kingdom based." And one of the elders goes, "There are many people there." Emu goes, "It's no matter. Very well, this world is as the creator wills it. Why do you choose Lelucia? It is close." Based Emu. And I want to say here, right? You're looking at this, Kyle. You're more a Robin fan than I. Doesn't Emu look like Robin in this panel?
Sorta, yeah. I mean,
it's weird. So you look around and there's the lines that I think is hair. So I say this not to imply a connection to Robin, but to say that I think Emu's a woman.
Yeah, because all One Piece women look the same.
That's true. All I'm saying is we have a silhouette, and we don't know how curvy she is.
I cannot wait until Emu's revealed to be one of the goofiest motherfuckers in this entire series.
I don't know. I don't think Oda would play around with Emu's design. He played around with Big Mom's design a little bit, and I'm not a fan. He didn't play with Kaido's. He didn't play with King's. He played with Queen's. He did not play with a certain character.
He kind of did with King.
He did not. Well, his pterodactyl form, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
He played around a little bit. He did not play around with the Five Elders or with funny character at the end of this chapter.
You mean Jay, Marcus, Topman, fucking Ethan, and Shepard?
Peter. Peter's funnier than Shepard. Peter.
Yeah.
So here we get all the elders kind of rationalizing Emu's choice here. Which is interesting because it shows like, so maybe they're just like, they could see that Imu is like, this is a very random decision, and like maybe they don't fully want to. Like, we shall take the necessary steps to make it show there are signs of rebellion in Lucia's populace and may serve an example to others if we could use its power freely, if we could bring this ancient battle to its conclusion. So it's like they're rationalizing to themselves this decision that like maybe they almost don't want to do.
They're talking themselves into it. They're like, yeah, okay, our boss wants us to. We should at least try to put a smile on our face about it.
Yeah. So here we get their names, right? So we got Saint J. Garcia Saturn, which is the one we knew, godhead of science and defense. Saint Marcus Mars, godhead of the environment, dude with the big beard. Godhead of justice, Saint Topman Mercury, the dude with the big mustache. If we could use its power freely, no, that's what he says. The godhead of finance, Saint Ethan Baron V. Nestero, and he's the samurai one. He's probably from Wano, right? Then we get the godhead of agriculture, Saint Shepherd Jupiter. So we got Saturn, Mars, Mercury, Nestero, Venus, and Jupiter. It's interesting that the official translation translated as Topman Warcury. That's it's obviously supposed to be inspired by the planets, so I wonder why they went with Warcury instead of Mercury.
Like war cry.
Maybe.
You know, for being the god of agriculture, there's sure a lot of fucking starving people in this world.
Yeah, I was gonna say these guys suck at their jobs.
Yeah, literally, science and defense only to like popular, like only to the people that matter. Environment, clearly not. Have you even been to Wano? Didn't think so. Justice, that doesn't exist in this world. Finance wants money to all these poor people. And agriculture, everyone's fucking everywhere they go, people are hungry almost. It is insane.
Yeah, and they're all saints, so they're all celestial dragons, which I think we knew. But they're all celestial dragons.
That's why they suck at their jobs. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
That's so true. And then the final bit we have is Imu goes, "There's one other thing I desire, Peavy," and they say it will be done. So all in all, interesting. We kind of get to see more of Imu's character. Kind of get to see more of the Goro say. Just interesting to see in general. Mm-hmm. And we kind of see, there's a rebellion somewhere. They're sending out the Seraphim, the start of a new Navy campaign. And we get back to Sabo talking to Dragon and Ivankov. Getting to see Dragon is kind of common nowadays. He used to be absolutely rare. I think people kind of overlook a Dragon appearance every once in a while. So Sabo's basically like, I took some people back with me from Lelucia, so not everyone's dead. When Lelucia was bombed, I saw it, but I used a transponder snail to like make his signal appear from Lelucia, so they bombed Lelucia. Well, he wasn't actually there, which everyone knew. Right? Obviously, Sabo wasn't going to. Dang, Sabo, you're so cool. How come Oda lets you have a fake out death twice? And so,
you got EBDB then. I remember. Good times.
It's so true. And we get basically being like, there was something dark flew above the clouds. So that's not. So we thought that this was one of the ancient weapons. It's not. It's actually a creation of Vegapunk, which is interesting. And here we get an insanely big drop. Where Ivankov is like, Sabo, the name you said Imu earlier. This is going to sound very strange, but among the first 20 who created the world 800 years ago, there was a monarch named Saint Imu of the Nerona dynasty. So Imu's name is potentially Imu Nerona. Like, that's huge.
Yeah. And that means Imu's, like, potentially 800 years old. More than.
Yeah. And so here they say,
and that also most likely means that there was a previous Opiopinomi user that did the like successful eternal life ceremony or like surgery on Imu.
Yeah, and so I mean that's what we figured, right? But this is just kind of Ivankov figuring it out.
I know that's what Ivankov's saying, but I'm saying like from our perspective, like we know the Opiopinomi. And I like to believe that Imu had actually had that be successful.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I mean that's been my theory for a while.
And maybe wait, how did Doflamingo come to learn about the Opionomi's hidden ability? Was that ever explained?
I don't know.
Because
because he's a celestial dragon.
That's what I'm getting at. Maybe he's a celestial dragon and he knows something about that.
Yeah, I'd have to look into. Maybe it was explained. I don't think it was. But then again, not like I've read Dressrosa recently, so.
Yeah, and I haven't watched it recently. Anyway, yeah. So that was a big reveal, and then
so they're just kind of talking. But then we got the last page. Would you like to talk about the last page, Kyle?
Would in fact like to talk about the last page. As I said, minutes for recording, Oda just showed up to work, stretched his fingertips, drew one of the iciest motherfuckers in the One Piece universe and just left and said, "All right, I'm getting my eyes fixed." And then everyone's like, "Bro, damn, you drew that with your eyesight? Sheesh." Because we got Saint Figarland Garling. I like this guy. He's pretty cool. Behind the last page, sorry, to actually explain the last page. In the present day, in Sacred Maryhoy, or Maryjoy, however you pronounce it, a single celestial dragon had just been executed. But this was not news meant for the world to hear. The man who passed the sentence was a dominating figure who once distinguished himself at a place called God Valley. Today, he is the supreme commander of the Holy Knights. The man he had executed for protecting the fishermen was Saint Don Quixote Miosgard. His name is Saint Figarland Garling. And then we see him say, "Stand up for subhuman scum, and you sink even lower." And
so this is Shanks' dad.
I adore this guy's design. It people would look at it and be like, "Oh, this is a goofy." Like, no, this is a cool design. His head is literally it's a crescent moon. Dude, the position he's sitting in, what he says, like, okay, think about the context here. This is someone who can pass judgment on a celestial dragon.
Yeah, no, he's insane.
That is
the Holy Knights, which is like the military branch of the Celestial Dragons.
Yeah, like, think about it, right? And like Luffy, anyone even touches a Celestial Dragon, it's like, we are sending. That'd be like if you punch someone having like 1,000 nuclear bombs sent to your current location, and then like a bajillion army men show up to like keep you in place as all those 1,000 bombs hit you. Like, this is a guy that can pass judgment on the Celestial Dragons themselves, and like that's just what he does. That is absolutely insane, and that alone sets this guy really high up in the tierings of like, holy shit, this guy's scary.
He's also probably Shanks' dad.
Probably also Shanks' dad,
because we know 100% confirmed Shanks is a Figarland. Like that was confirmed by Oda in a special volume for One Piece Film Red, which I'm happy to have it confirmed. Admittedly, like, I am not a big fan of big stuff being confirmed outside of the main material itself.
Yeah, I'll criticize that same because we did it with Black Clover. So
yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. Like I said, I'm happy to have the confirmation, but I kind of wish that it had been real in the manga itself. And it will be eventually, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I will say, to be fair, at least in this case, it's not like it's not like that's already been expected from us. Like, he's going to have a moment where Shanks is going to be like, "That guy is my dad." And I'm just going to be like,
it's still going to be a reveal in the manga, but it's not going to be as cool, right? But yeah. it does confirm that, so Shanks is a Celestial Dragon. He's a Figarland, right? The theory is, the running theory is, at least for me, is that the Figarlands are, like, the Figarland family is the Holy Knights. Like, if you are a Figarland, you are a Holy Knight. And so Shanks is kind of a Holy Knight in that way.
It's divine departure, so...
It's interesting. I'm very much looking forward to see what Figarland Garling does coming forward. I admittedly...
You mean seeing him 3 years from now?
Yeah, I was going to say, he's not doing anything soon, right?
No.
But it'll be interesting to see. I think... So, this is good. This was a good chapter. What do you think going forward, Kyle?
I feel like we're gonna go back to the Strawhats now. Like when Oda gets done with his break in a month, because we're recording this before the month-long break, obviously. We're gonna get back to the Strawhats, and we're gonna get back to. I feel like the next big thing I want to happen after they get off of. All right, let's assume that Vegapunk, like the main Stella body, like the Vegapunk, is able to make it off the island with the Straw Hats. Luffy's going to beat an admiral. Kizaru is coming in for an ass whipping, perhaps. Methinks, perchance. We'll probably see one because remember it was the Saturn guy, right? Like what's his name?
Yeah, Jay Garcia,
the one
Saturn.
Jay Garcia, yeah, Saturn. Where he's probably gonna show up too, and like Luffy's gonna 2 mythical Zoans fighting. That's crazy. I'm excited to see that.
Kizaru is. Oh yeah, no. I thought you were still talking about Kizaru. I was like, that's so true. He is a mythical Zoan.
It would be really cool if they could like take down Kizaru, because then it'd be like, oh hey. Although to be fair, I would rather Kizaru like fight someone else for a bit. I want a moment recreated in the future where like Luffy jumps and lands in front of like Kainu, Kizaru, and the tree guy who doesn't really matter all that much because he's not that strong.
Yeah.
But like, it would still be a really sick moment. Oh, Fujitora. Wait, no.
No, Fujitora is the meteor guy.
No.
It's Ryokugyo, or Green Bull.
What's Fujitora doing now? I forgot.
He was fighting off rebellion in like there was not the rebellion, dragons, the resistance. What's it called? Revolutionaries. He was fighting off the revolutionaries with Green Bull in Mary Showa.
Okay. So if Fujitora, Green Bull, and Kizaru and Akainu were there, and Luffy like jumped in front of them and like recreated the iconic pose in Marineford to be like, damn, he's here, and instead of getting washed, he could actually fight them. That would be so cool.
That would be kind of sick. That would be extremely sick, actually.
For now, I feel like we're gonna get some Gear 5 action, and we're gonna be in the middle of fighting, and Saturn's gonna be like, "Hey, isn't that the Devil Fruit of?" And we're gonna get like a huge drop, and then it's gonna be like, "Bro, we're in the One Piece saga right now."
We are in the One Piece saga. We're where we're getting answers. We won't have many mysteries left.
And I'm sad, man. Like, just it's been so long. And I'm so excited to see where Oda takes us from here. I'm excited to see where he steers this vessel, you know?
I'm looking forward to seeing what he's cooking as well.
Yeah.
Because bro is cooking. Bro is absolutely cooking.
Bro's gonna come back, his eyesight's gonna be all better, and it's gonna be good. We're gonna get out of Egghead at some point.
Absolutely we will eventually.
Eventually. But not right now.
So, if you're this far in the video, obviously there's something you like, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us what your favorite part of this chapter was. Thank you all for watching. We hope you all enjoyed this video. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.